we are again back here with Johnny, and we are going to talk about the battery operated STIHL chainsaws from STIHL. You know, I always say they're STIHL because they're a steal for you to get, because no more gas, less parts to break, no carburetor issues, no, you know, I know the 500i is fuel injected, but I mean, for those of you that, you know, mow and you have tree limbs hanging down in front of you that you need to cut down, or you do some small trimming stuff, even I see guys using these in tree works to do their limb work when they're doing tree work. You know, they're 70-80 feet in the air and they're using STIHL chainsaws or Husqvarna or whatever. But let's check these out and see what they have to offer. So John,
for starters, this is our brand new MSA 300C. Okay, so it has as much power as our 271 Farm Boss, which is one of our most top seller gas chainsaws.
Yep.
A lot of power. Torque wise, it's got as much torque as a 461 chainsaw.
Oh wow.
So it's got a lot of torque. All right, and I do want to point out that the bar is upside down. You are allowed to do that, okay? I have a lot of guys argue with me.
See, on my Xbox and PlayStation, you can actually turn the logo around, but apparently you can't do that here.
Yeah, but it is doable. It's designed to do that so you get even wear and tear on the bar, okay? So there's a reason behind all that. So one cool thing about this battery chainsaw on this guy is you do have 3 different speed control settings. So you have an eco mode, medium mode, a standard mode, and then the aggressive mode. Okay, so when it's in the eco mode, you're going to get the max runtime, which is roughly about 30 to 35 minutes, and then when you bump this up to the aggressive mode, you're going to probably only get like a 20-minute runtime, and that's trigger time too. Okay, so it's non-stop for 20 minutes on that guy. All right, so that is a great feature. It also has a bar oil sensor, so if your bar oil is low, that light will come on red and let you know.
That's nice.
Yep, that you need to fill up. It also has a temperature sensor. I've never seen that thing come on, but if this thing does overheat, it'll tell you, hey, take a break, let it cool down, give it a minute.
Now, is it heating because of the chains getting hot or just the motor itself's getting hot?
So one thing I see the most in the field is guys love cutting with dull chains.
Right.
Okay, so they'll be on this tree right here.
Yep.
It'll be dull, and they'll be forcing that chainsaw so hard into this thing.
The chain smoking, the bar smoking. Yep.
Yep. And you're getting rid of a lot of those mechanics in there, but you still have a motor in here, right? So that motor now is taking all that load. So that is what's really going to destroy this unit and overheat it essentially. Okay. So that's things to keep in mind. All right. It does have a chain brake sensor on here too, so it will let you know if your chain brake is on or off. Okay. That light will come on as well. The biggest thing about battery chainsaws is they were known to cut through chaps. A lot more aggressive than gas chainsaws, and the reason why is because on a gas chainsaw you're on a clutch, right? So it's going to slip if you have that hard hit. Compared to this is on gears, on motors, so there's not going to be that slippage essentially. So one thing STIHL kind of did to work around this is we added like an electronic chain brake, we call it. So if it feels that heavy load or heavy hit, it's actually going to stop the chain from spinning and have you back out of that cut. So it's also going to have your guys keep up on the maintenance. So now if you have a dull chain, it's going to make you pretty much be like, hey, sharpen your chain. All right, you're damaging your saw.
Nice.
Okay, so that's one thing guys can't
definitely wear chaps with these guys, because I mean, you don't want to lose a limb or a leg.
And I recommend 9-layer chaps. All right, and you can go in depth later if you want to talk about chaps more.
We use chaps,
but there's 6-layer, 9-layer that STIHL sells. 9-layer 100% for this MSA 300 chainsaw.
And is this the biggest battery you guys currently make for this unit, or is there a bigger battery you could get for more life and more power? So
right now the AP500S is the biggest battery that we have. We are hoping and working hopefully on a more longer runtime battery in the future. Obviously weight plays a factor with that, so we're trying to keep them where you do have a longer runtime but keeping that weight down. Okay, but right now it's not ideal.
How long does it take for this battery for dead to be charged full?
We have the rapid charger, the AL500. That's going to be a 30-minute charge time from 0 to 100%. Okay,
and you guys can have these so they could be charged on site if someone's using this for a tree company or something like that. They could charge them and then just switch them out.
Absolutely.
Now, what does the price point? I haven't really touched on that much today. What's the price point of this with the battery and charger?
Not gonna lie, it's expensive. You know, for a battery and charger, it's close to $1,300.
Okay.
Right.
But if you look at, I mean, a 461 goes for what?
You're going to be close to like 800 for that.
Yeah. So you guys want something you don't have to worry about fuel. So you're saving money in fuel. less things to break. You know, we've had clutches go bad. I mean, it's probably a little lighter than a gas one because you don't have that fuel in there. They do make some smaller ones down here, guys. They have, so if you guys are interested in the smaller ones. But something like this, if you guys are cutting firewood, even for a homeowner, I mean, this is going to last longer than probably some of your gas stuff, because I know even some of the gas stuff starts to fall apart after a while.
Well, most of the time, the biggest thing I see with people is they'll leave their gas chainsaw on a shelf in the garage for over a year, and the gas in there goes bad in 3 months.
Yep.
You know, so then they got to buy a new $80 carburetor, and then they got to pay the dealer $100 plus to put it on.
Right. So this way you don't have the carburetor. Is there any air filter on these things?
Not on this one.
Not on that one. Okay, so no air filter. There's no really other maintenance other than probably, you know, you could probably even leave the oil in there, you know, even over winter or something as you're not using it.
Absolutely.
Is there, if someone had, say, a big company and they had an enclosed trailer, do you guys have the deals to set up a huge charge station if they had multiple, you know, say they bought a whole fleet of chargeable batteries and stalls?
We are working on something like that. You know, the biggest thing that people are going to need in the field is going to be like an inverter. So like what I did on my trailer was I added solar panels on the top of my trailer. So for me, that helps me out a ton because I can constantly always have my batteries 100% charged.
Right.
The biggest thing to think about though is if these batteries do overheat, you do have to let them cool down for a certain amount of
Now, if you take an overheated battery or a warm battery and put it in the charger, I mean, does it, before it starts charging, it lets it cool down?
Yeah, our AL500 rapid chargers have a cooling fan in them, so they'll actually help cool the battery down. So honestly, we're not talking no more than like 5 minutes on cooling that battery back down.
What's the warranty on one of these?
So homeowners, these are going to be roughly like around a year or two. Okay. We are working on doubling the warranties. So like if you buy like an extra battery, you essentially double the warranty. Kind of like how with the gas stalls right now.
You buy the oil right now, you get an extra warranty.
You double the warranty from 1 year to 2 years.
Right.
Right. So we're working on that now. It's going to be different for like professional guys. Because like professionals, they only get a 3-month warranty, and then they can double it to like a 6-month warranty.
Right.
So
what's the biggest bar you can get for this unit?
20 inch is going to be the biggest on this. Okay, you can go down to a 16. That's the smallest you can go on this. So 16, 18, and a 20 inch.
Now with a smaller bar versus a bigger bar, do you get more life out of the battery because you're not obviously moving a bigger chain?
Yep, that's a good question. Personally, I haven't seen like a difference between a 20 and a 16. Okay. But then again, we're only talking, you know, 4 inches on like extra cutting at that point.
Right.
Over time, you know, maybe I could see if this battery does like run this thing for 40 minutes in the future with a bigger battery, I can see like more, you know, noticing of a difference in runtime. But right now the runtime's just, you know, 20 to that 30-minute mark. You can't notice much. Right.
Okay. And they take the regular steel chains that you guys sell too. They don't take a special chain.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, you can pretty much buy whatever. This bar and chain can go on the, you know, exact gas powered version of this. Okay. Essentially. So
alrighty. Well, and then you guys got some littler stuff here too. It's pretty much.
Yep, I'll talk about this guy just because this is, you know, one of our top sellers, MSA 220TC. It's a top handle battery powered chainsaw. Kind of just like that one, you do have an oil light sensor on here. So if your bar oil is low, that light will come on, and a chain brake sensor on there as well. So that chain brake sensor will come off when your chain's disengaged.
Pretty nice. One thing else, so if you guys are using these and they're cutting, and then they go to stay cleaning up brush or something, will these eventually shut themselves off so you're not sitting there wasting battery?
Yeah.
Okay, they have auto shut off on them.
Yep, you'll never waste a battery with it just sitting there.
Okay. Is there a, now with the batteries, like I know my drone battery, after sitting so long, they will de-energize themselves. Do these do the same thing?
You know, over winter time, I do see like maybe like a percentage get lost, but during the summertime, you probably won't see anything drop at all. Just when it hits that that colder temperature, you might see like a drain in the battery.
So these are okay to leave out in the garage in the cold?
100%.
Nothing, no problems like that?
Yep. Steel test these in all kinds of weather conditions for optimal performance.
All right. Well, check it out, guys. Electric battery operated chainsaws. One way to eliminate your fuel. And I mean, do you see a lot more homeowners buying these, or do you see commercial people?
Oh, homeowners. 100%. Commercial guys, we do have a lot of guys switching to the top handled battery chainsaws just for convenience, because when you're up in that tree, you don't have to drop start that thing, right?
That, or you don't have to worry about, oh, I ran out of fuel, I need more fuel, or something like that. So you get more productivity.
Yep.
So, all right, well, thank Johnny for showing us this stuff. Again, I think most of your steel dealers will have capable of getting these, or if not, we'll have them.
Every steel dealer can pretty much purchase.
We have a couple in our town.
Anything we offer.
So, but they also have leaf blowers, which hopefully we're going to try that little leaf blower he's got there. Man, that thing's got some sweet power. They've got mowers. They will be equipped this year, correct?
Yes, sir.
So go check them out. We'll be there as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Check out any links in the description below. I'll drop some links to the steel stuff on there if you guys want more information on these. And thanks, Johnny, for your time.
Thank you.